Oh, always so much to do, so little time. I don't think they'd have any AT systems yet, to be honest. What was I in the process of doing? Oh yeah, setting up medics. And then I need to determine AT systems. Or no, AA systems. But in terms of garrison, unless I want to double up the bunker systems, which I might actually want to do. Is there any other weaponry I'm thinking of? No. Based off of what's on the research tier. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. So, double up the bunkers and then chill. Oh, no, I guess we have to make the AA system, and then I have to determine where I want to put that, potentially. I do want a few SKS guys in there. Do I want anything in the civilian terminal? Not really. It's kind of pointless. But where else? I mean, I guess there's a few internal places here. But I could also just do patrols for all that stuff. Oh yeah, and then I want a depot right there. Well, let's continue with this. Oh, does it still say DayZ? That it does. That it does. God, it is such a pain in the ass to remember 20 things to change out. But you're right, it does say DayZ. Who's this for, Reno? It's not for Thursday. It's for 12 brave souls that decide to show up to play it on a Tuesday, which I'm not sure it's going to be finished before the POG op on Tuesday, but I don't think you're in TSB, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we want one right here. The vehicle templating is going to be interesting as well. But I think that's all the bunkers I've had to change out. By the way, a lot of this has been changed out. Like, if I were to literally, like, select all this, for example. Like, here, let me select a big chunk of this. And watch, if I delete. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's what it normally looks like. And then this is what I've changed it to. Of course, it's not gonna... I forgot when you do those, the hide terrain objects. Okay, here, 1 second. Let me reopen it, because that'll fix the hide issues. But, yeah, there's been a lot of... I did a lot of changes on this map. I'm very passionate about this specific project, simply because this is one I've been thinking of on and off for a while, and I want to make sure everything's good for it. Which it almost all is. I would just need to build, let's see, vehicle templating, some AA position templating. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would be good. I know, technically it should be an EDT instead of EST, but... yeah, you know, I work with what I got. Good afternoon, Damo. Good God, it's like past midnight for me. I'm going to be spending an hour doing mission dev. My hope is to get this mission done, sent to someone, and then I can start working on, whatchamacallit, the other op I want to do tomorrow. You being EDT? Well, I mean, I'm EDT too. It's just, you know, I don't write it because I'm an idiot, but EST technically doesn't exist right now because of daylight savings, but, you know. C'est la vie. You know, and then there's the thought of, do I want to put any static MGs around? But they don't have any. Well, they do have MG30. Yeah. Where the hell would I actually put it, though? Because it's a limited arc of fire. And I don't really have anywhere where they would properly go because they'd be too low. Yeah, so I actually don't have anywhere strategic to really put them. I guess other than the immediate entryways, but, you know. Not really much there, to be perfectly honest. What are these, the shotgunners? Yeah, I mean, fuck it, you know. They don't really have much in MG technology right now. That'll probably change, but gotta work with what I got. So, let's see. Let's do the MI2s, because those are the most important things right now. Yeah, so how do I want to do this? Yeah, we can say they air-towed the wrecked ones. Because they're working on helicopter stuff at the moment. And then the actual MI2s we're going to put in here, the trial versions. Would Apers be... No. No. Let's... And we can develop that. Yeah, no, that should be fine. Good old multi-roll. Yeah. That should be good. I'm trying to think of anything else. I guess what I do need to do is also take a second to look in the debug corner that I originally made to, I mean, template out the American kits for starters, but look at if there's any other German vehicles I want to put in. Which Russian school did I steal the school buses from? Which school buses, though? You gotta be specific. Here, while that opens, I'll be right back. Helicopter as a gag, yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Open the master file. We're going to copy the SOG kits. Yeah, I didn't template anything in terms of VIX for them. I don't think I have anything jet-wise yet either. Nothing tank-wise. Land VIX, I'm just going to have to spawn in. But this stuff, that is what I want. Now we got to let that reopen. No, the Germans aren't invading Argentina. They're already in Argentina.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
27 months, you owe me dinner at this point.
Hey, Zeno, thanks for the 27-month resub, my man. I owe you dinner at this point. I mean, let's see, 27 months. What would that have netted me? 27 times 2.5 would have been about 55, 60. Well, no, that's times 2. And the 0.5, so yeah, about 75, 60 bucks. Well, that'd be 25 times 3. Yeah, about 60. Yeah, no, I could get you dinner around here. But I hope everything's been okay with you, man. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Speaking about subs, guys, the next 3 years of badges will be ready tomorrow, and I'll debut them on Twitter. Though it's going to take, I think, Mod Addict is the farthest sub out there. It's going to take them another, like, 4 months to get there. But I've already seen the preview page of them. They're going to look really cool. Just new color schemes. What I do want to do, though, is as I'm budgeting the money for a new computer, what I'm going to do is if I have any extra money, I'm hoping I might have a few $100s in surplus. Because what I've done is I went into my Patreon account. I made a withdrawal there. That's gotten me a few grand. Because I only use the Patreon money for making last-minute repairs, hardware upgrades, or full-on computers, which, you know, we've built a few computers. We sent one to Barb. We sent one to another editor of mine, which I ended up having to brick because he betrayed me. A few software updates. Oh, yeah, Bloodwind's computer, which, actually, no, you guys mostly paid for. I think I only had to put down $300 from the Patreon account to get her a second monitor. But I've just used that as my my hardware budget for everything, you know? But the budget, I mean, right now, let me look at it. Because I've also been doing a bunch of research on my phone. Where is that PC part picker list? I'm trying to figure out the budget, but I want to do a 1080 Ti. Or, excuse me, I have a 1080 Ti right now. No, a 3080 Ti right now, because the 3090 for the, like, $500 to $900 markup, it's not worth the benchmark. Oh, yeah, I was looking at RAM sticks. I want to get a DR5 build, but, I mean, just for the just for the 3080 Ti and the i9 12900 processor, I mean, that's, good God, that's already a little over $2.5 grand. So this is probably going to be a $4.5 grand build. I'm going to try to get it down to 4, but at the same time, I still have to factor in RAM. Power source shouldn't be too expensive in a case. I know, wait a few months for the RTX 4000 series. I'm debating. I really, really am. And yeah, no, I do agree based off benchmarks. It's just the 3090 is not a good fit. I'm debating waiting for the 4000, but at the same time, based off of what I would need this computer to do, because all I'd really want it to do is what my current computer couldn't back in the day, which is run a stream, run a recording, run Arma, and run a face rig at the same time. Because I do want to bring that face rig back, and I'm going to get it remastered. So that'll appear on certain streams. I don't want to go full VR, because I just can't bring myself to get used to VR, in all honesty. Like, I keep getting motion sick with the damn thing. I don't know what the difference is going to be between the 3090 and the 4000. Definitely the 4000 series is going to have a much bigger power drain. But that's all I really know of. But based off of what I need, I think the 3080 Ti is going to be fine. And then the new CPU is also going to be fine with the amount of cores. So, like, I'm really struggling to see why I should wait for the 4000 series, because there's not really anything I need it on top of what I've been doing with it. I mean, I think I have an 850 PSU in mind right now. It was overkill, but that's because I wanted to upgrade some stuff in it. But another upgrade I want to do is put a video card in this current computer and turn this computer into a streaming PC. So that means all the streaming management process is going to get offloaded to an i7. It's, I think, an 8.7 or a 7.7K and a 1080 Ti. So that'll process everything so that, you know, I can have the face rig and Arma work on the CPU and GPU respectively, which, you know, will be fine. And then if we want to meme around on the latest gen games, we can, like, just to screw around. But I'm also really thinking, like, we're getting really hard into DayZ right now, for example. I have a lot of things that I can do with DayZ. I mean, we have that Pay for Pain event coming up. And I've been, you know, really excited for the testing into that. But at the same time, I have 3 channels right now. Oh, yeah, also there's titties over there, so I have to kind of stay away, because some of these are old unsun buildings, and God, I love the titties. But I have 3 channels right now. All of them upload 2 or 3 times a day. And I have... Oh, God. One channel has a 3.5 month 3.5 month front log right now. That's the Shenanigans PvP channel. VODs are just uploaded on demand. And the main channel right now is sitting at about a 2-week front log. It could be higher, but I just haven't had the time to fully edit everything. In fact, that's something I've been struggling on a little bit because I just haven't been fully editing. My drive is almost full right now, and after this stream, I'm probably going to spend another hour just editing maybe 2 videos and be done, which that's also another boon I'm going to get is doing all of that video editing. Hopefully it's going to be a little quicker in the processing times to help me catch up, but good God. Players are going to be Americans for this one, fighting Germans. This is going to be the first U.S. SOG op in the AO, but I digress. I just realized, did I paste? Please tell me I pasted it. No, I did not. I just started... Oh, my God. Liru, you goober. Hold up. I got to go open the other file. Sorry, I got caught up with all of my stupid little ideas. But, Damo, this is a what-if scenario, so it's not meant to be historically accurate. Hit you as hard as I can? Well, physically, I'm nowhere near you, so I can't hit you. But even if you were next to me, I wouldn't, because I'm not the type of person to hit people unless you deserve it. Oh, man, Bloodwing. Back in, like, the early relationship, she'd always ask me to hit her, like, in the bad way. But, no. No. If I were to hit everyone I met, then, you know, my fists would have no meaning. No, if I hit you, that means I know you fucked up if I have to hit you. Then again, what am I? I'm just, a slightly fat dude that, makes video game stuff for a living, so not like I really matter. When's the Among Us mod coming, Liru? I mean, it's already out. We've already seen it in Arma. Do I really have to do something with it, guys? I mean, I've got Emu Ops galore to do. We got one coming for Wednesday. Maybe I could, if Patchwork lets me play with the mod set, maybe I can do something to Pog as a one-off. No, just... fuck. I don't know what the name of the clip is, but it's where I scream, "Oh god, it's Among Us," just as one literally jumps on my face and decapitates me. I forget where that clip is. It's from a horror op we did like a month ago, but no, that was pretty damn funny in my opinion. What do I count as deserving a punishment? You know, that definition's gotten less and less over the years simply because I've just mellowed more and more out. Simply because I've been achieving more and more of what I have needed to, like, live on a day-to-day basis. So now stuff doesn't really piss me off anymore. Yeah, Wild Fox. I think it's buried in a mod called Favors Add-ons, but I'm not sure if they renamed it or not. I'd have to look into it. If you see Devour King in chat in Twitch, you can ask him. He was one of the devs on it. Or if you find Favor the Cat Boy, he shows up a lot more rarely in the channel, but he is also one of the, he was the main dev for it. So you could bug him. But, alright, we got that in the AO. So what have I established in this AO? We do have a few cars, so let me go ahead and stack some of these around. Found the clip? I know. Yeah, it was very cursed. Because he was trying to kill... The Zeus was trying to kill us all, but we abandoned the position and pulled back, and I literally put a rocket in something and then just, you know, look at the floor, and I'm like, oh, there's like 20 little parasites. We're about to die. And we died. Pretty hard. Yeah, there's not really much else to go on there. It's like, we're dead. GG. Working on some wacky shit for Arma 3. CVA stuff is scuffed. Yes, that's why I don't really do high-level coding, because... I mean, hell, I've tried a few times here and there. If you go to my Twitter right now, you'll see a picture of what happens when you and when you start messing with PBOs of objects. I somehow broke a set scale model, and I turned him into like this thin stick man that was literally about 5 stories tall with a flamethrower. But the flamethrower was fine, but no, it was the frickin' Henry Stickman giant furry thing that was absolutely scuffed, and to this day, I still don't know why that happened. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. I don't know why. And I don't think I'll ever know why. Alright, is there any other fix? Oh yeah, right, the van transports. These are important because we use them as resupply vehicles, so I want to put them in the AO. Actually, we have a vehicle storage yard over here. We'll put it there. And then we have some trucks. I want to make sure those are put in. Mods for Ace Pharmacy guy. Yeah. I think it's always good to experiment with Arma. Because it's just fun to see how you can bend the sandbox to your will. And then you find out you've created something just ungodly. And then you have to live with that. You have to live with the horror that you've created. It certainly is something. Why don't we put the Civivix here? So the reason I'm picking these specific civilian Vix is because in the other ops, we've already had them set up. And they have specific uses, like one's a respawn Vic, or one transports ammo, or one is a gun car, you know, that sort of shit. But because we have a very limited selection of vehicles, I have to, you know, bleed into Op 4 stuff for what I want, you know? I'm debating, is there anything else? Because I'm actually very careful about aesthetics merely because vehicle templating does take up a lot of server resources. But I've also noticed in this campaign, because of how open the map is, there actually isn't that big of a strain on logistics. So it's mostly okay, and I just realized all of these trucks are going to have ammo types that I don't want them to. Okay, cool. Let me fix that real quick. And you attributes. Black Wolf, go to bed. All right, I put Bloodwing to bed like 40 minutes ago. Go to bed. I will put you to bed too. Okay? Just go to bed. Go to bed. The only reason I'm up is whenever Bloodwing or I are in depressive moods, we're never depressed on the same day. But when we're individually on depressed moods, we always try to take care of each other. So she was in a pretty depressy spaghetti mood today, so I took care of her. We had nothing to eat. She didn't want to go out because she was too lazy, so I made chicken noodle soup. Because we had all of the vegetables to do a mirepoix, and we had some chicken thighs that she was defrosting and do something else with, but she was too depressed spaghetti to cook, so I made chicken noodle soup out of it. Is the screen flickering? That is your screen, dude, because nothing's flickering here. No, I did not old yeller her. What? Guys. I'm going to be honest, if Bloodwing gets old yellered, I am not. You're probably going to see the end of Liru because I'm going to be too depressed to stream because she's the reason why I started all of this. And I wouldn't be able to continue it if that happened. So, you know, maybe don't word it like that. But good days, Bebby. No, it's Spenby. Yes, that's it. How are you? But yeah, made her chicken noodle soup, made her some brownies, watched some episodes of Deep Space Nine, popped her popcorn, and roasted marshmallows with her in our fire pit. You know, spent a few hours with her just to make sure she was okay, and she feels better afterwards. Then I put her to bed, and then I frantically start working because I have 2 missions tomorrow. My mother's coming at 10 a.m. for breakfast, which I'm going to have to cook crepes for, which I don't mind, but doesn't leave me with a lot of time. I've had to regenerate a server. I have to send this file over to another guy in a different server because I'm dodging DDoSers. And you know, it's just all Liru's life is interesting. And then I was debating, strategy with Nillers and Leclerc over, you know, how to dodge DDoSers and whatnot. Talking with my service provider for servers because I'm like, hey, I need this. Can you regenerate the server? And it's like, we haven't detected any DDoS attacks. I'm like, that's because it was a DOS attack. They only DOS this one server or this other server at these set times. Go confirm it. They don't want to dig it up. So they're like, fine, we'll just regenerate the server. I'm like, thank you. That's all I need from you. Thank you so much. Did I copy over the ammo boxes? No. Where am I going to get the ammo? I know where I'm going to get the ammo boxes. All right, 1 second. Let me save that and then open up an older file and I can copy them from a different thing. Life sounds hard. Spenby, it's always been hard. I've always been having to bounce from one thing to another. Oh, yeah, and then everyone wants to be a good idea fairy for the DayZ, pay for pain we're going to do. And I'm like, guys, we need to do one first, and then we'll figure out what's a good idea and what's not a good idea, all right? Please. Like, this is the 3rd event ever. I give you, like, a list of 9 different events, and you're like, ooh, let's do this one. I'm like, okay. That just happens to be the one that's literally going to take me, like, all week to prep, but sure. Pay for pains. They do make money, and I do need money right now to build a new computer and pay for... Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're also going to do some more emotes. I'm going to move some of the older first-generation emotes to General Follower emote. And then we're going to work on Twitch Bit Badge emotes and maybe Sub Santa emotes. I'm going to contact the artist that gave me the second batch. Because to get like 15 emotes, it's like $250 from her, but they're high quality. No, it wasn't $250. It was less than that. But again, I might get more because again, there's just so much I'm looking into. There's so much. Do I have a website? No. I know TSB officially has a website, but we just use a Discord. If you want to contact me, use my email, but if you want a quicker response, use the Discord. We're not painting Dante Wild Fox. We paint Andy T90, which most of you don't know, but I used to be a lot closer with him. But we still paint him as a meme. Hey, Spooky, what are you doing up, dude? Isn't it late for you, too? See, the pay for pain's going to be really funny for DayZ because I'm just going to be invisible and invincible, spawning shit, like, around the corner from people. Yeah, it's 12:48 for you, too. Go to bed. And we're just going to hear them screaming. But, yeah, no, I tested all the mutants that I want to spawn. We have the VOD of that on the channel. I mean, that should be the previous VOD stream. So that's all ready to go. And then I just have to balance kits. I'm talking with Frost about expanding areas of the server. And he's like, yeah, we can do that, but you have to do X, Y, Z, and you have to do it this way. And I'm like, that's fine. It's not going to be for this one event, but it's going to be for, you know, potential future ones. Because this would be something I told everyone who wanted to play, hey, we can make it a monthly thing. Looking at all the work that's going to take, I'm probably going to make it a bi-monthly thing. So 6 every year. But, you know, make a few $100 out of it, supplement the income. Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't mean to sound like a selfish, pompous ass, but I'm Liru the motherfucking Lance Corporal. I have monetized things that I don't think anyone else would ever think of monetizing. I don't know why or how. It's just how it works. Alright, I want to put 2 MGs down, and then I want some medical crates down here, but then I also want to... oh my god, stop it. Yeah, righto, Blackwolf. I hope you feel better, buddy. And I hope you hug that emotional support goat, okay? It needs it. It needs you to tell it it's okay. Alright? Similar to how I found out that Fluffers is a thing in DayZ, and I can spawn him. And I am going to pet him and make sure he is always okay, because he's Fluffers. Fluffers is awesome. Alright, I have an S4 over here. This just reminds me of what I do on Sundays. Freaking hooch and whatnot. Well, the pay for pain's going to be mutant spawning, and then occasionally screwing with people, but I'm not sure if I'll do a screw with people list this time around. Again, I want to say... Excuse me. Hiccup. I want to say it's going to be bare bones, but I'm going to be honest, it's actually going to be a little extensive in terms of the mutant types. Spent almost 7 years working sun down and sun up. You don't need sleep anymore. Yeah, animal. Alright. Alright. I'll believe you. And then I'm thinking, do I even want to make an AA position? Because all that AA position is going to do is make it even harder for the player base to do their job, and then they're going to bitch at me, and I'm going to go, well, you know, get good. But, you know, then I get in trouble, and... I will make a mortar position, though. Where the hell do I put it? I guess over here in the open, but now I need a... Oh. Alright, SOG Prairie Fire. Do you got a pre-built mortar position for me? I mean, I'll take a twin crater, but that looks kind of weird for a military base. Oh, someone always bitches at you. Yeah. No, trust me. That's why I eventually just stopped caring and go, okay, if you think you can do a better job, do it yourself. And they're like, no, 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 no. And I'm like, yeah. Bro, I'm done. Have fun. And then no one else does it, and then everything falls apart. And I'm just like, okay, and then I move on to the next thing. Or if I'm lucky, someone else does it. Most of the time, it's not as good as what I would have done. But the off chance that it is better than me... I'm the first to immediately apologize, and I say, hey, have them do it again. By all means. can I just make that into like a concrete mortar position? Yep, screw it. That's what it's gonna be now. Why? Because I'm lazy. Whew. I remember, like, I was in a conversation with a few people, like 1 or 2 years ago. No, it was 2 or 3 actually. And I remember thinking afterward it was really selfish for me to say it, but I was talking about like, guys, I wish I could find more people that did things the way I did. Because a lot of Zeus missions I play these days, they're rarely good. Now, don't get me wrong, I've played some really good shit recently. What comes to mind immediately is the Scion conflict op. That was awesome. I'm only considering Zeus stuff right now, not anything that's non-Zeus. I'm not considering in this equation. But, you know, if I were to consider everything, I'd also say I love the SOG Prairie Fire stuff. I love the Mike Force stuff I'm doing. Those immediately come to mind. I want to be honest, I have fun in the Pog Ops, but only because of the vibe with the players. The unit balance isn't always there. Same with the 38th Ops, but again, it's because it's the experience of just relaxing with everyone that really does it. You know what I mean? That's what I go for. What about the Apocalyptic Zeus Goblin Zeus Ops or Loot Goblin? Which ones would those be? Also, some of Devour King's Ops recently have been pretty good. The horror one especially. That one I liked. I wish it could be a little more serious, but that's not his fault. That's the player base's fault. But, you know, it's... Don't go into an op like that and then complain about the player base, because, you know, if you want a serious op, don't play with the casual player base. I mean, it's just that easy. But I can yearn for shit. No, I didn't say it's Among Us. I yelled, oh god, it's some... No. Okay, no, you're right. Never mind. I'm an idiot. The loot... Okay, no, actually, so the Loot Goblin op... I know, the TSB one you're talking about that I played last week. That one was, again, fun because I had the right atmosphere of people to play with. Objectively, it was a little bit boring, but that's also because of the role I picked, but... I play Arma half for good ops and half for the atmosphere and just have fun with people and stream it and maybe, like, drink or do something stupid, you know? Because I get to do whatever I want in this video game, stream it, and make enough money to live, and therefore, I can do whatever I want. But it's also... How do I compare it? It's kind of a motivational thing. So I push myself constantly to do better on everything because I know if I don't, I'm gonna, you know, get bored and get mediocre, but... At the same time, if I'm stuck in something like, frickety-frack, what's it called? Take the YouTube issue with why I don't do heavily edited videos anymore. I was paying editors like 65 bucks a video, on and off, anywhere from like 40 to 80 bucks essentially per video. And then I'd put the video out there on its own channel, which was getting a shit ton of its own hype. It all just went away one day. But that was all... Yeah, I'm going to put it on this airfield. But, you know, that channel went from, you know, getting a lot of stuff to, like, just randomly dying. And then never getting it all back because YouTube have a massive algorithm change. But I went from being able to break even on those videos to usually only making, like, 20 or 30 bucks for a video I was paying 40 to 80 for. So eventually I just scrapped the whole thing. Because... what's the point? You know what I mean? What is the point at that point if you're not able to make your shit back? And it sucks, too, because I had an editor... all my editors always migrated in and out with me. You know, I had Northern edit for me way back when. He's the whole guy that got everything started. And then I had other editors. I had Barb. I had Ems. Few others before and after that. I had Barb come back to me recently, and he asked for, you know, an editing gig. I'm like, I don't have any, because I don't do it anymore. Because we turned the Shenanigans channel to PvP channel, and the PvP channel usually makes about the same amount of money the Shenanigans channel would make just with those edited videos, but I don't have to pay anyone for it. So it's like, what's the point? But yeah, it's still a business at the end of the day. Well, so I've always had a struggle with the algorithm personally. Because on and off I'm put... Actually, no. So I've never been taken off of the blacklist I got put on, which I still don't know why officially. I have an idea of why, but whatever. But it's just the matter of the algorithm changes. I do something that appeases the algorithm, and then either the algorithm changes again, or someone just flips a switch and everything, like, goes away. And I'm back to, you know, down in the dump, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Which is why I don't really care for YouTube anymore. I don't think I ever will. No, I never made the Minecraft ops because I didn't have that much of an interest for TSB, so it shelved until I get that interest back. So, you know, similar to this campaign, for example, but this campaign was shelved for 2 years because I didn't have the mod or the map to do it. Now I have that map, but, you know, it's just about finding the right criteria to run what I want to run, you know? Is there anything back here that I need? No, we can go ahead and delete the Russian stuff. And then we have all this stuff in the AO because I built it off of this AO. Yep. So let me move the cover map module. And delete all of that. And then match this with the map border here. And then I want to run this once just to see what I got. Yeah. YouTube Shorts don't gain you anything anymore. I rode that quite a bit, and then people started publishing, hey, you should do YouTube Shorts, so then everyone started doing it, so then that muddled the algorithm. You know, okay, I already did have a Game Master slot. Cool. So once that became obsolete, then there's absolutely no point for you to do YouTube Shorts because channels that do both main videos and YouTube Shorts don't get any substantial growth once everyone starts utilizing them. So I was essentially getting the same growth as I would for publishing my normal highlight stuff, but the RPM for it was literally like 5 times lower. So I'm doing the same stuff, but making 5 times less money. Which, granted, is only going from like $20 to $4, but you know, $20 is $20. Just ask your local crackhead behind a dumpster. Yeah, righto, Black Wolf. Yeah, Wild Fox, it's all luck. I'm lucky enough to have this platform at this size so I can enjoy it. That's why you don't see me complain about the YouTube algorithm every day. I only complain about it when I talk about the story of how I got here. But I'm perfectly fine with this. Because no matter what happens, even if YouTube decides to virtually crash, I still have enough money to continue. And besides, I mean, that's what keeps me motivated. We wouldn't have DayZ streams if that wasn't a thing. We wouldn't have those horror streams where you could jump scare me. We wouldn't have a DayZ pay for pain potentially in the wings if that all wasn't possible. So, if anything, the constant challenge is what keeps me to keep thinking of these crazy things to do for not only monetary gain, but, you know, out of my own interest. CSGO and Arma, that's ESM. That is literally ESM. Which is a PvP event that I'll now be covering every time they come up with it, but they only do it like 4 times a year between branches, and then they also have some practice rounds, but yeah. Oh, YouTube's too big to fail at this point. No, I completely agree with you on that point. I'm just debating how I want to make this AO, what types of patrols I want to make. think I have an idea. I'm just looking at this AO to make sure I got all the pathing right. If anything moves around that should or shouldn't. But no, I'm also looking at the blind spots I made in this AO. That should be okay. Yeah, it should be good. All right, cool. Let's be honest, I don't want YouTube to fail, because then I'm screwed, because my Twitch channel only grows when it's, my YouTube channel grows. At least at, you know, any significant rate. Otherwise, it just stays stagnant, slightly growing. Same with the YouTube channels. But what's funny is here's how I know I have a blacklist, guys. My main channel grows at a rate of a third. And this is a channel with over 100,000 subs. It grows at a rate of a third. Then my second biggest channel, which is only about like 22,000. That channel, hell, the VODS channel grows even quicker than that other one. The VODS channel has the biggest amount of growth, which I think is only because people are finding the main channel and following the VOD channel, but at the same time, it's the Shenanigans channel, which I know doesn't have good ties to the main channel. That gets, like, you know, hundreds of new subs a month, whereas my current main channel only gets, like, up to 100 new subs a month. It's so funny. But at least it's staying slightly positive, and my viewership count's staying fine, so... And then what's going to happen? You know, people die, I lose subs, but by then, what? I'm like 50 or 60, so it doesn't really matter to me at this point? No. By all means, Spooky, I'm happy to listen, but... This scenario has been waiting for 2 years to be run, and I've got... Oh, fuck. I think it's going to be a week, and then I'm going to hit 400 pages on my one document that has all these mission ideas, campaign ideas, and all this other crazy nonsense. Suffice to say, I'm not hurting for ideas right now. I have a lot. Yes, I'm drinking water. Listen. I'm not starving for ideas. I've got plenty, you know? But I'm probably going to be running Arma ops till I die, and I'm still going to have plenty of ideas. Did you show it to me, Spooky? I either did see it and I don't remember it because my brain is so freaking fried right now, or I didn't see it. In which case, just send it to me on Discord again. I'll look at it, but... Here, I'm just going to work on my patrols right now. I think just a sentry team, a fire team, and a squad are going to be fine right now. I do need the SKS, though. For the squad, I am going to have one because they have enough. They still don't have machine guns yet, though. No AT. Oh, you're fine, Black Wolf. I mean, that's the other crazy thing. I mean, technically, your viewership should be higher than your sub count because it's a mix of people that are sub to you and not sub to you watching your stuff. And for, I want to say, the first 2 or 3 years when I was growing, my viewership was like double my sub count. And then just, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, switch flipped, and slowly that graph started getting inverted. So I want to say eventually in like 5 to 10 years, the channel's going to die. Unless algorithm changes and something starts going crazy, which I also don't really want to be a really big channel anyway, so I'm perfectly happy with where I am right now, you know? And I guess the hope is Twitch just grows on its own to the point I can just live off of that, you know? But we'll tackle all those bridges when we get there. I don't foresee any of my expenses growing. All I really need is $2K a month. And then 25% of what I make monthly to go to taxes. So in reality, I just need roughly 3K a month and I'm fine, you know? What counts as the channel dying? I have no idea. But at this point, even if it dies, I mean, Twitch alone with Patreon would still cover everything. So yeah, and then the monthly pay for pains would also, it's, you know, like, there's so many ways I have monetized everything that I actually don't see how I would die as a channel. Or I guess as a brand would be the proper way to say it. Because even if I lost Twitch and YouTube, I have not had a pay for pain ever where I've made below, I think, $2,000. And that's literally, that's my living cost a month, you know? So, I don't know. This is me just talking out loud about it. I won't need those today, or at least for this op. Let me start marking things up. I'm going to give them a list of things I want them to check out and rally back to me. And I'm going to be absolutely clear, like, I'm using this spot as a debug place. It doesn't actually reflect the map. And then is there anywhere where I want to mark an op for command position that I know of? I don't think there is, and I need to change the environmental control. Well, I guess, yeah, this would technically count. I guess we can do the closest military ones around here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's already 1 o'clock. I am not going to have time to do the frickin' flood op. But then again, when am I? Because I need to find the damn time. Alright, that should be fine. I need environment. I need a low light setting, which means I'm going to need a full moon. Which means I want it to be the... well, no. Friday night would be the full moon, so that's fine. Yeah, it should be good. And then I can just put in the patrols. But basically, it's assessing their aircraft capabilities and radar positions, and then they're going to decide what do they want to do. They can either put demo on the radar position. They can... actually, no, there's 3 other things. They can blow up the primary fuel depot. That'll affect the campaign. They can blow up the primary and secondary radar positions. That'll affect the campaign. They can destroy the surviving aircraft that they captured from the Soviets. That will affect the campaign. Or they can blow up the ammo depot. That will also affect the campaign. I'm only going to say this once. Ammo depot affects the ability for the Germans to get new weaponry through the campaign. Helicopters affect vehicles. Fuel depot and radar affect minor things that don't affect the player base. Well, minor logistical things when the player base plays as the Germans for finishing their arc before we get to the US stuff, but they're only minor. It'll just affect the direction of the campaign. So we'll see how that goes. But no, I'm happy with all of this in terms of what's all been adapted here. So, trying to think, is there anything else? I mean, multiplayer settings should already be preset because of everything. Yeah, this is going to be a 1 life. I guess let's look at the arsenals just to make sure that all got properly set. Yeah, spooky. I mean, I know a few people that make a living off of it. by all means. Vehicles are not locked, but you're right. I should go and lock them, and I need to import my custom thingamajiggies. So let's actually get that all done right now. Good call. Only the helicopter is going to be locked. I don't care about the other Vics. Then I have to import the custom presets, but holy crap, how far we have come with all of my whatchamacallit. You know, I just realized there's one thing I want to grab from Mission 1 as well. So let me save this and then open up Mission 1. I've also noticed, though, the bigger the YouTuber or streamer, the more of a dick they generally are. With some noteworthy exceptions, though. But it also depends on how quickly they grow. Because I've met some YouTubers and streamers my current size from back in the day, and yeah. You don't know someone until you get to know them. And sometimes I find out people are correct about some people, but other times I find out that they're not correct. But regardless, if you're a popular figure, you'll always have a group of people that'll hate you. I am no different. Alright, Mission 1, which should be right there. I want to copy one specific flag texture because I want to give a major hint over what they are. Let's see. Why did I name it? Why did I give it a variable name? Right, because sometimes when you do this, it, which is the generic variable name for an item that's making it reference that specific item, I was having trouble in the past with the Arstotzka campaign from, like, what, 3 years ago? And it wouldn't apply the damn flag texture file, which I think was because of either the game, just an older engine, or I think I should have been doing underscore this to reference it as a global variable because maybe it wasn't applying properly, but I'm going to keep it on variable names. Oh yeah, Black Wolf, everything in ARM is a learning process. It's going to be complicated. One of the final end tier things I want to get into now is map development. And it's something that I've constantly had to push off. Because it's, oh, I need to find out a new revenue stream because YouTube's collapsing. Oh, I've got a new channel to work on. Oh, I have a DDoSer I need to now dodge and stay ahead of. Oh, look, DayZ is, you know, a decent way to push through everything. Oh, this, oh, that. And it's always going to be that way until I just rebalance everything, which is why I'm trying to front log all my channels, but... Oh... You know? I will always be busy. And then, of course, I'll have a few days where Bloodwing needs attention, and I have to drop what I'm doing and be a good bae. And I don't mind that at all. I'm not complaining about it, but it is another occupational hazard that I have to deal with. Happy to do it, but it's something you got to consider. I gotta make sure variables can take underscores in the name because I'm not sure if that's gonna glitch it out, but hey, we're going to find out. Any on-the-ground ops scheduled? The 506 Secret Squirrel op this week on Wednesday evening is going to be me on the ground. Beyond that, TM on Thursday nights, should I decide to participate. And even if I do decide to participate, will I stay for the entire event? Because sometimes I don't, because sometimes within the first 15 minutes, I'm instantly headshotted, and I'm like, you know what? If this is my first intro to the operation, I doubt the rest is going to go any better, so, you know. All right, let's have a look at the file now. The what? The what for what? Wednesday night and Thursday night is what I'm trying to tell you. Anything else I don't have scheduled because, well, if I go somewhere on the ground during noon and 5 p.m., that place is going to get DDoSed, so I don't want to piss people off as well, but at the same time, I haven't needed to because I don't even play on the ground a lot, you know? That's the funny thing about the DDoS issue, though, is, like, for the first 2 days, I was like, okay, let me actually, like, do a breakdown. Like, I did a full cybersecurity breakdown of everything, and I fixed a few vulnerabilities that he wasn't, or she, I don't know, wasn't even exploiting. And then I looked at my front logs and back logs, and I'm like, okay, if this is going to be like a siege, they're going to have to do this for literally 6 months before it might start becoming a problem for the PvP shenanigans channel, because that was the most vulnerable one, because I can only stream it at certain times, because it has much few avenues of content. So I opened up another thing with ESM to bump that up to 9 months, and I'm like, then I just sat there and thought, and I'm like, if someone DDoSes me for 9 months, that I would love to see. Because at that point, I would say after the 3-month mark, I would start making honeypots and actually trying to find the person. And then after 6 months, I would look into how to get away with murder. But, you know. It's funny, I told my lawyer, though, and he's like, well, if you do this, this, and this, you could actually get the feds involved, technically. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel like doing that. If it becomes a, like, I want to say a serious nuisance, but it's not even a serious nuisance. Like, I guess if it's, like, you know, just goes on for more than a few months, then I'll look into that. But it's like, why bother? I know, it's a compliment at that point. But, like, it just means I change how I do things because they've set clear limits on when they'll do it and when they won't do it. So they have a slight obsession with me, but not enough to go fully after me. But that could change in an instant. I don't know. So it's like, okay. Worst comes to worst, I can just switch to stuff that I know you can't hit. And just say, hey, we're varying it. And then I can blame the Russians because the first times they did it, they used Russian IPs. And then I can turn it into a big Ukrainian joke for a month. And yeah, like, I don't see a possibility of me losing. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I can just ride the cloud out for more viewership and pity points, you know? So what's their end game? And what caused it all in the first place? Because I have an idea. I have a few leads. I have a few possibilities. And if I find out one of my theories is correct, I'm gonna go on my own little DDoS war, but it's actually annoying to code botnets, but whatever. I guess if someone doesn't have anything else to do on their hands, yeah, they'd have the time to do it. And then once you have it all set, you have your IP targets listed, then you just have to hit a few buttons and you can hit them without any ease. But you know, we'll see how things go. They DDoS the servers I'm using, so not me specifically. And they've also been doing a mix of DDoS and DOS attacks. And I keep going back and forth looking at the evidence on different theories of, okay, is it 1 person, 2 people, 5 people? But no, I now know it's a single person who has a very big amount of experience and has spent a few months thinking about this and planning this, which narrows down the suspect pool even more. But we'll see. I'm not going to get into my theories because I will say this. It either involves a community I used to work with or another YouTuber and a certain community that doesn't like me. But these are just 2 very outlandish theories. But as I've started going through all these Discord accounts, that have all logged into the places that have been getting DDoSed because they all publicly displayed their IPs. I have narrowed it down to a few hundred accounts. And some of them are in places that support my theories, but there's also a big chunk of them that don't support either. So I have to continue to slowly bait these out so I can whittle that number down even more and even more. And even if they use proxies or alternate accounts, there's ways for me to still gather information. So I'm not going to know unless until they get more aggressive about it. But as they get more aggressive, I'm able to gather more data on them. And then eventually, I'll either figure it out, or they'll just burn themselves out. So Spooky, I don't think that's relevant, though. Because I'm going to be honest. A squad server with a bunch of streamers on it, yeah, okay, that's someone that probably wants to get a ride out of a few people. I've been getting targeted for over 4 weeks at a specific set time on any server I go on that I have been a part of the community for over a month. So whatever is being happening to me is definitely targeted, which is fun. But again, I've been really racking my head to figure out what did I do to piss someone off that hard, you know what I mean? That's what's been bugging me the most. But yeah, I mean, it just... I guess if I was in a more dire strait, I'd be begging openly. But again, it's like I have so many things diversified that I just can't wrap my head around it. So what I've tried to start doing is trying to think of scenarios where they think what they're doing is going to hurt me. Because I think they're just trying to get me shut down permanently, and this is the best way that they can do it. Because they're targeting a specific time window, which they think is when I'm most popular, which, fun fact, isn't. But, again, I'm trying to get in their head to try to figure out the motives. Because then I can at least understand why they're doing it, and then if I feel like it, counter it. But I don't have any, you know? You know, it's actually kind of funny. I'll keep this is between you and me. They've allowed me to take a break from MCO, which I was actually struggling on for the past few months because it was, like, really egging me on having to build these massive AOs. But because they started by DDoSing an MCO, it allowed me, because I didn't realize it was DDoS attacks, it allowed me to extend MCO and say, hey, okay, cool, our flags are working, by the way. Awesome. It allowed me to extend the whole MCO process to the point I was finally able to say, hey, guys, like, I'm taking over a month off from MCO. We'll pick it back up in, like, mid-May. So now I've been able to focus on all my other projects, and I've been much happier about it. So that's the whole irony about this. Is I've been more productive than ever. I haven't been up since 2 a.m. in a while, to be honest, but it's good to have a drive to do stuff again, because I was kind of losing it because of, you know, just overall fatigue from YouTube and Twitch. So if they really wanted to hit me where it hurt, I think they should have just... Oh, excuse me. Had a burp there. They should have let me continue without touching me. And I want to say probably by, like, May or June, I would have fully burnt out of MCO and probably, like, dropped the project altogether, to be honest. But this has let me take a break and completely reevaluate it. And that's pretty much saved it. So it's like... There's no problem here, you know? Like, they're helping me in the long run. And if anything, I also have enjoyed the fact that this has allowed me to flex, you know, the cybersecurity degree I got. And have some fun with it, you know, and remind myself, hey, you know, I used to go to frickin' international competitions for this shit, and I used to be really good at it, and to some extent I still am. Am I going to go on the offensive? No. Well, unless I find out he's tied to someone, then I might. But it also depends on, A, do I care enough? And B, do I even have the time for it? In which case I don't, because I'm so busy with so many other things. But, you know. Some people would argue I'm huffing copium or, you know, trying to find silver linings and things, but nah. It's really easy to dodge this guy, too. Because here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. In doing all this deep diving to see how they've been hitting me and how they've been finding the information and how long they've been spending gathering all the data, there are so many easier ways they could be doing it. Because I thought that's how they were getting the data in the first place. So I spent literally 2 weeks, like, completely privatizing everything I did in every way possible. And I've realized I didn't even need to do all that because of how I think they're getting the data and how I've confirmed they're getting the data in some parts. And all I needed to do was just migrate IPs. That's it. That's all I needed to do. And I'm like, oh, I could have literally done that in half a day. So I'm finally doing that now, and it's already been working. So, but we'll see if it fully works tomorrow, because that's when the other servers will finish migration. So, you know. But anyway, I've been flying on this map. I'm going to go ahead, save, export. Let's go ahead, open up Twitch. No, Arma. Stock image is going to go up. Cool. All right, now I got to open... oh, no, let me get this sent to someone real quick. What do I want to do? There's two things I got to send them. One, I got to send them the mission file. This is going to go to you. God, I've spent 2.5 hours on this mission. Amazing. So there's that, and then I have to go into my server and grab the CFG settings. Oh, and the new server's ready. See, here's going to be the really funny thing about the honey pots, though, is turns out I can have new servers ready in 3 hours. So I could theoretically, for TSB ops, if I really wanted to lock things down, since I have multiple servers, I can literally just set up all the ops I need to for the day of. Usually it's only 2 on TSB servers. And then have my hosting company cycle the IP out, remigrate everything to that new IP over the course of a 3-hour period, and then have it ready for the next day, and then be ready to go. And it's like, okay, you know, even if they were to come into the community and get the IPs and DDoS them, I could just lock the player base down and, you know, have the op run fine. So, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting rest of the week because I want to see what still gets DDoSed. Because they were DDoSing the old TeamSpeak, and I was getting that reported. So, yeah. When we run tomorrow, they're probably going to DDoS all the old servers, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. You're literally... If you're paying for that service, you're literally paying for nothing at that point, but whatever. What did I want to do? Oh, yeah, right. We want to go into the config files here, and I want to hand this guy the server CFG. Because, fun fact, I have servers I can pull from my company. Or when I say company, the company I get the hosting service for, which is for free, by the way, because I have an affiliate account that makes some hundreds of dollars a month, so they're willing to do whatever I ask them to. And then 2 other people that have really powerful servers that can also switch the IP if I ask them to. It's literally, for them, it's only a 10-minute process. So, again, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good on this. Now, I will admit, though, I know this person's pretty smart because he's also been using some... they haven't been necessarily DDoS attacks. There's been a few other types of attacks they've been doing on the TeamSpeaks, which has been really interesting to look at with my TeamSpeak provider. I won't go into details, but some of it's really advanced stuff. So this person knows what they're doing, which again points to the theory of who I might know who it is, but you know, fun either way. But oh yeah, no, here's my favorite part about this though. All right, between us. But yeah, thanks for the 40-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But here's been the really, really fun part about this. Because of the DDoS attacks, I now have full control over TSB's mod sets, again, from IOPS specifically. I have full server control. Because when I stepped down from TSB to run it, or at least be an administrator, I lost my rights to edit the mod sets, and I lost my rights to have full control of the servers. Now, because of this DDoS attack, I can modify the mod sets however I want without violating any rules, because I can claim I need it for lessening server space or making it easier to migrate servers to dodge the DDoS attacks. And I also have my own servers to myself again. So I have full control over what I want. So, again, the DDoS is just helping me here at this point. Because I'm about to take the, the TSB Sci-Fi mod set, which is literally over 100 mods, and I'm going to shrink it down to like 30. For what I absolutely need for this operation. And then I can just claim, hey, it's the mod set, but it's lowered because I need to lower the size for you know, the DDoS attacks and migrating servers and bullshit. So, again, this all just helps me out in the end. Alright, we don't need improved melee system, which means we don't need Web Knight droids or Force, because this is going to be a UNSC hub, because it's, what's it called? Oh my god. Guilty Spark, yes. Okay. So, unload selected. So, I'm going to shave off literally a shit ton of mods here. We don't need RHS. We do need Operation Trebuchet.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Yeah. Sci-Fi's at 134 mods. I'm literally going to shrink it down to 20. Let's see. I do need 3 Enhanced. Do need CBA. Do need ACE. Do need Cup Core. I don't need RHS. USAF either. I mean, I already shrunk it down to below 100 mods. And I literally haven't even scrolled down yet. I don't need Legion-based studios. I don't need Cobra. Oh, this is so beautiful just to cut away all this stuff. But here's the thing. I can cherry-pick my mod sets for my missions now. So, if the DDoSer is listening, can you please, like, keep hitting the servers? Even though you're going to be hitting, like, duds. Oh, yeah, you know, because you keep hitting the old TeamSpeak, too, and other people that are usually against me having this type of control use those TeamSpeaks, but if you keep hitting those TeamSpeaks, it shows them that you're still a threat, which means I still have total control. So keep doing that. Especially keep doing that. Oh, my God, yes. You save me so much when it comes to that. So please, by all means. So what you say is this entire thing is just 60 chests to take over TSB. Yes. Yes, Slushy. You know what? This is all an inside job. All right? It's all self-sabotage. Exactly. Now, you're going to find this hard to believe, Slushy, but I actually paid Makarov to do all of this. All right? This was after he cracked the EBO files. And I also got Makarov out of Canadian jail when Corporal Hardcore threatened to throw him in jail. Remember Corporal Hardcore, the Canadian officer who his superior officer found unencrypted EBO files and TSB assets on Corporal Hardcore's private computer, and Corporal Hardcore then asked us to remove those unencrypted EBO files from TSB assets. Fun fact, there were never any unencrypted EBO files. It was all bullshit because Makarov was taking and retexturing, not retexturing, but how do I put it? He was retexturing, but they were similar to how mods already work, where they take an existing item and they just retexture it, but they don't re-release the item on its own. It calls for files in the mod. So he was calling for stuff in Global Mobilization and retexturing them. And also adding new weapon compatibilities for different types of Moz rounds, for example, which you're allowed to do. Fun fact, Makarov, Mirowell, Dirty Snipe, they're all in the Arma 3 IP rights violation channel. And they do play passive-aggressive sometimes, but they monitor that stuff, and they know what's they can and can't get away with. But, you know, they're diligent about it, is what I'm trying to say. So it's really funny for him to get accused for stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. I paid Kekarov 20 schmeckles, all right? Straight from Israel to DDoS TSP servers, but to also go out and DDoS everything I do to strengthen the DDoS claim. And I have to go on the DayZ server, and I have to find the hidden Tier 6 zone in the TSP DayZ server and flip a switch there as code to get them to stop. Are you confused? Perfect. That's exactly what I want you to be. I'm still literally unchecking a shit ton of mods from this mod set. Okay, we do need Task Force Radio. I'm keeping Ryans and Zombies and Demons on. I gotta look at the Flood mod to see its dependencies. Do we need cup terrains? I don't know. We don't need NI arms. I'll do it for free. Yes, Spooky. Well, I paid you to go sabotage orphanages to... Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm done bullshitting. The joke's over for me. I'm sorry. I'm out of ideas. I know, Slushy, we do need to do another op to burn the servers down. That was a really fun op. That was based off of TMTM's Kaspersky op, which I hope we play again one day in TMTM. That was a really fun one. I remastered it and gave it to Pog, and Pog completely butchered it, which I'm pissy about. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to unload all the special, like, additional op tray mods, because we don't need that shit either. I literally just need Operation Trebuchet and First Contact. I do like Ace Extensions, because you can use that to unglitch yourself. What the hell is gear functions? I'll keep that, because I don't know what the hell it does. Pro Launcher redesigned, yes. Keep the Ace Compact. Keep C-Tab. Keep back on chest. I can remove JBAT. I can remove Lithium. You can use your degree to disappear things? Okay. Oh, God. You remind me of, I wouldn't call her my ex, because we were never officially together. Why do we have walking movable objects in this mod set? That's built into Eden, or Enhanced Movement. Why do we have walking Okay, whatever. We have HMCS add-on. Oh, man. There's so many fun things I need to do with Max. But again, such a backlog. Enhanced video settings, I am keeping that. Advanced towing, we're not going to need for this mission. Advanced sling loading, we're not going to need for this mission. Enhanced movement, we're going to need. RHS Terracore, we won't need. Headless Claude, no, we don't use headless clients. Not what they seem. I'm not going to need Drongo, Spook, and Anomalies. Don't need Future Project Lift. Don't need Legion-based TFAR compatibility patch. We're not doing FX modules. Don't need the horror mod. Don't need no bullet drop. Do I need sci-fi assets? No. Don't need 3 agency. Don't need Archipelago. Don't need Arma 3 non-editor objects. Don't need Sham. Definitely don't need client FPS. No, I like this one to be a cinematic one, so I'm not going to put that. Don't need Dev Pack. Don't need Jim's Jeff. I love Jim's Jeff. Oh, I forget what it stands for, but JM is like one of the gods for mod development. Don't need Lagasola. Don't need Mountain Wilderness. Don't need Mr. Sanchez's headlamps. Yes, I do. That would actually be really fun. Because I can claim their night vision's busted. So, yes, no, I do need Mr. Sanchez's headlamps. I'll keep that one. Again, I get to cherry pick my mod sets now. Am I a fan of Terminator? Yes. Love Terminator. My degree is for weapon systems from 22 long rifle to 105 millimeter. That's a good degree to have. I don't need the HEV patch because we're not doing ODSTs. I do need Zeus Enhanced Ace compatibility. Zombies and Demons Ace and creation, yes. Op Trade plus Operation Trebuchet by Night of Wizard. I think that's just for a bunch of extra things, but whatever. Group Adler Trenches, yes. I don't need to walk or stalker like anomalies. I do need GUI. I don't need Gillies because that's a map. I don't need TSB Sci-Fi 2, which I think is just an add-on to fix TSB assets. Yeah, so I don't need that. I don't need RNT Trenches. I don't need Advanced Urban Repelling. I don't need DUI uniforms. I don't need... Well, I'll keep Vet on flipping, actually. I don't need Mountain Wilderness. I don't need Tremors. Which, you know, it is a fun mod, actually, but I don't need it for this. Don't need Temblin Island. I don't need Susari. Don't need Drongo Artillery. Don't need Crow's Electronic Warfare. Don't need Imperial Studio. Don't need Crow's Zeus Editions, because there's nothing in there I need. Don't need Legion Studios. Don't need Ace Vehicle. I'll keep that, actually. Well, they're not going to use whatever. Fuck it. Just in case. Don't need Cobra Mod Pack. Don't need... Definitely don't need Arma 3 Performance Extension. No, fuck that mod. Oh my god. I actually hate that mod. Because that's the one where if I hit the U key, everything disappears. I hate it. Don't need Angola maps. Don't need Better IR. Don't need Trinaris 2035. Don't need Danaland. Don't need Fapovo. Don't need GOS Nizawago Apex. Don't need Global Mobilization Extras. Don't need IO Duala. Don't need IO Bramia. Don't need Linger Dingor. Don't need Old Gold. Operation Arsenal Expansion for Optray. No. Don't need Persist RCO, because this is a one-off. Don't need Viral Lottie. Don't need VIS. Don't need Weather Plus. Don't need Gulf Coast Islands. Don't need Interiors for Cup. Don't need Silent Conflict Fixed. Don't need core assets for the Crytek map. And I don't need the map itself. I want to do stuff with that map, but I would need to do it on off hours, because you can only do stuff with small things. Devour a Necro Page, yes, because that's a dependency for something. Don't need RKSL. Don't need Fire Support Plus. And you know, I don't need Ryan Zombies and Demons because we're going to be using a different mod, which I believe is based off of Necrophage. So I can take care of that and the Zeus, yes, enhancement. So what I do need is Flood, which I put a G in there for some weird stupid. The hell is Maglock Mania? Oh, that's an airship. Neat. And then I have a Glock pack in there. That's weird. I have too many mods. I got to clean it out again. I just cleaned it out last month. And it's gotten an update. Okay, let's repair it. And check it off. And it requires Mutant, made by a small dinosaur. Weird. I have 3 loaded, right? Cool. We can actually show Arma now, instead of just this operating operationally screen. There's a Terminator RTS coming out. Black Wolf, if you tell me it's for mobile, I'm going to strangle you. They're also making a Starship Trooper RTS. Again, I'd love to play it. But if it's for mobile, no. And that sucks too, because there's a Homeworld mobile game that's out right now in beta or something, and I'd love to play it, but I don't play mobile games. Yeah, I know, Spooky. I literally just removed, like, I think at least 100 of the mods out of the 134 mod list. Good God. It's not? All right, shoot me the details on Discord. I'll look into it. Because, again, one of the things I want to do when I get the new computer set up is I do want to play a few other games. The one struggle I'm running into is where the fuck am I going to post the footage? Yeah, emulators, right? Good God. All right. Wetlands, baby. Wetlands. See, I don't mind mod sets with both Cup and RHS in it. I just hate it when we're running RHS and we fight Cup assets and vice versa. Cup will almost always be able to defeat RHS assets, but RHS assets cannot defeat Cup assets, and it is hell. Hell, hell, hell. Okay, let me look at Mutant. Let me look at Flood. Where's Mutant? You little bitch, you made me add it as a dependency. Where's Mutant? Did it not add Mutant? You son of a bitch. Oh, you scurvy little... Why did it have me add Mutant? Yes, RHS Plus is just a bunch of stuff retextured. Oh, does it also add the Sparrowhawks? No. Just the OP4 versions of them. But yeah, no, that's all just rescripted stuff. Okay, so here, one quick. I'm gonna cut that mod out. We don't need it. But I'm also checking if I loaded this mod called Mutant, because it's a dependency. But yeah, no, I love optimizing my mod sets. It makes everything run so much better. Mwah. I like my frames, thank you. If it was mobile, you want to talk about it? Righto, Black Wolf. Dude, aren't you tired? I thought you said you were feeling sickly, man. Played Russian RTS on mobile. That was really fun. Well, so here's the thing. Let me walk back when I say this. I don't mind mobile games. Mobile games can be really fun. But why would I play a mobile game when I have a freaking 1080 Ti and I can write off any video game I buy as a business expense to deduct off my taxes? Suffice to say, I can play or make whatever I want with Arma 3. Why did my mod set just disappear? Arma, did you just unload all of the mods? Oh, you fucking... Why did you unload all of the mods? I didn't hit unload all, you fucker. I have to do it again. And I literally just unchecked like 100+ mods. You bastard, Arma. And I don't want to save it because I was going to boot test it and go, okay, here's what I need to remove. But Arma decided in its infinite freaking wisdom, hey, you know, be sexy, guys. You see that one dude who's trying to shrink down a mod set from like 134 mods to like 20? What if we like fucked him? Yeah, now he has to do it all again. Yeah, fuck that guy. Look at him unload all those mods. What an idiot. He has to do it all again. Every time he unchecks, he has to wait like 2 seconds for the damn thing to process. And then another 2 when he clicks unload selected. Especially when they have dependencies. What a fucking idiot. Silver Lining, I can unload Cup, actually, for Cup terrains, because I don't need it for that, and that's going to unload a lot of the maps as well, so perfect. Alright, Zeus and Hands, Legion Base Studio. I'm literally going to bare bones this bitch. What if we start glitching out his interface too while he does it? Yeah, he's not going to like that one bit. Oh, man. Look at him go. He's kind of getting pissed off now. I mean, he's, according to his camera, it looks like he's holding onto his mic and whispering in it like some dumbass. Found it called Art of War 3. That's the... Okay, that's fair. You know, there's this guy... All right. I mean, my brain's in full frickin' autism mode right now. What was it? Spartacus TV? Does he still not upload? Oh, man. Yep, it's been over 4 years. That dude, I enjoyed. Well, I still enjoy occasionally going back to his stuff. He's the reason why I got into to shoutcasting. Because he does great shoutcasting work on reviews for... Command and Conquer games, and it's beautiful, in my opinion. And I based a lot of what I did on my style on him, and then anything above that I based off of what feedback I got on those videos. That's why in the earlier Friday Night Fights and PvP match commentaries, I keep it on a bit of a, like a 3D RTS window where I'm looking at everything from above, but then people are like, you should really be focusing on, like, watching the players, like, right on top of them and stuff. Or not right on top of them, but, like, go down at their level and watch the firefights. And then I've done that, and the viewership is higher now, so I assume they were right, or the algorithm's playing in my favor, but, you know. At least no one's complaining. Alright. Ah, fuck your functions. I'm gonna save it this time. We don't need walking movable objects since it's in 3D. Or, no, enhanced movement. Ugh, whatever. And then as soon as I finish, I'm just gonna save it. Make sure it doesn't get fucked again. Oh, so many things don't click. Alright, I think I'm at least halfway through. I am keeping Mr. Sanchez's headlamps because I want to build that in. Wow, UMB Columbia doesn't have a cup dependency. That's interesting. Okay, almost done. We're at the... Oh, wait, no. This is in alphabetical order. Why are there so many mods? Okay, there we go. So, I accidentally removed that one. What was the other one I removed? I think I accidentally removed Zeus and Hans A's compatibility. Let me recheck that. And then... blood. Alright, and this time I'm saving this. Export list. Only loaded mods. Liru. Excellent. All right. Now we can finally see an interface, and it's 2 o'clock. Fuck me. So I have to be up at... technically 9, so that means I can get 6 hours of sleep if I go to bed at 3 a.m. because I can have this mission done in an hour. I just need to test the flood models, and then I can import the kits from the previous 343 Guilty Spark because those kits worked fine. There were just some minor modifications, but I can literally just Google 343 Guilty Spark feedback. Not Google. Look it up on Discord because we have the feedback posted on that, and then I can just do my general review and have that mission ready in 2 hours. So if I finish dinner by noon... that'll give me 2 hours of dev time on top of a file that I've already prepped for. Should be fine. Yeah. Should be fine. Send you the link, try to get a Steam link, but it said no. It's weird. You sent... whatever you sent through Discord seems to be working fine. Oh, shoot. 1 second. Alright, I'm working on another file right now, but I'll get it tested ASAP. What the fuck is that? I'm saving that sentence to Devour, and I'm telling him I'm going to find him and literally punch him in the balls for that one. Oh my god. He made a fucking infection form an Among Us character. And now I just have this urge to take out one of my pocket knives and shank him. I can't really describe it beyond that. I just want his head. I just want violence, guys. I just want inescapable, utter violence. You fucker. I actually hate you. Does he have the Sangeli working, or are they still busted? They might still be busted. Yeah, he still has them looking wonky, but that's okay. I don't have to use them. Oh, buddy, I've been waiting for you a long time, and I've had access of you since February, but it's April. Better late than never. Mwah. Now kiss. Mwah. God, I am fucking tired. Alright, so you have infected regular combat forms, and you also have ones with guns, and the guns work. Mwah. Which means technically we could have them armed. We can do a flood op, and we just go up and stab people. And then we have these things. This disgusting, ugly-looking thing. It's your mom. Anyway. Settings, add-on options, load. Do I have TSBs pre-thing? Nope, that's fine. Let me go grab it real quick. Where would that be? Discord. Black Wolf, your account is... Oh my god, that PFP looks very similar to another account that just spams me random furry porn. I was about to literally click on it and just go, really? Question mark? Without even looking at it. Glad I didn't, though, because then I'll click on it and forget about it. I have 15 RSVPs for Daisy. God fucking damn it. Okay. We're going to have to do it in Essiker then. I was hoping to do it in Novigrad, but yeah, 15 to 20, it's not going to work. But anyway, I am digressing because I'm literally just looking through all of this stuff. GC telling me the op felt way too easy. Well, that's what happens when you brute force it. That's also because we were only halfway through. It was going to get really hard when we got to the damn bridge, but that's fine. Where do I need to go? What channel was it? It was hosting basics, TSP standard paste bin. Excellent. Of course, I'm going to have to heavily modify this for what I want, but that's a-okay. Copy all the raw data. Why didn't... Oh my god, it cut off. Stop it. Copy. Copy. Excellent. Import. Click. Awesome. All right. Do I have any custom things for Flood? Yeah. The fuck is Arm Boy? You mean the fucking explodey bastard? No. I want to kill you. Devour. I really want to kill you. Is the special the insta-kill? It might be the insta-kill. I think that's the jump infect. Oh, right, because they do have that infect immediately thing. He was excited about showing that. Yeah. Let's not kill the server outright, arm boy. Fucking hell. But yeah, I can modify the damage value based off the armor, because I want him to, like, actually hurt people. We don't have any plans on doing pure forms. Right now, I've only, I'll say it, I only paid him for everything up to the elite form. For pure forms, he would need another, like, 500 or 600, probably. And I'm like, I don't really have money right now. You know. Dude, Black Wolf, that's perfectly fine, man. I mean, my favorite animal is a Black Wolf, you know? Good shit. No one can find the fursuit. Anyway, let's see. What do I want to do? Let's go ahead, give myself a random NATO character, and let's watch these things kill each other. That's the only way I'm going to be able to balance this. I guess technically, let's see if I still have the older files, because I want to port in the thingamajigs. Oh, don't even get me started about the Wendusi, Zam. No, actually, there's a funny, stupid video someone sent me, and I literally watched it on and off for 3 days. It was only like a 45-second long thing, but it's just the dumbest Wendigo video ever. All you need to know, it involves a stupid Wendigo, a guy camping, and a license to fuck monsters permit. It's so funny. It's not even an approach. It's stupid. And a few guitar riffs from Bad from the Bone. No, Bad to the Bone. My bad. But anyway, 343. Welcome. This is me at 3 a.m., guys. I'm tired. All right. 28. Yeah. No, technically it's been a year since we run it. Okay, cool. Let's I'm gonna steal the kits. Don't give me that crap. What are you missing? We don't need that because that was the old zombie stuff. We don't need Max Halo. I don't need Fireteam Zulu. Oh, did Fireteam Zulu have the guns? Yeah, we'll see what weapons I miss. Because I know the armor is the Halo 3 armor from freaking whatchamacallit. Oh, it might have been one of the handguns, actually, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally going to rip the entire AO and make a new one and just copy paste and just edit it how we go. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Zam. Exactly. I don't know why I found that one so funny, but I did. All right, I'm going to stand all these units up. Let's delete the extras. God, it's been a year, but I actually do remember this op pretty well, and I remember the feedback too. It was complaints about AT not having enough targets, but now after a year, I have more statics I can use for Halo stuff. Now, what's the easiest way for me to do Arsenal importing? Technically, it would be exporting the files and putting them on fresh kits, and then editing out anything that's not from the op tray mod. Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, The only reason I know how to do that is because I had to learn how to rip people's mission files, because some people, they didn't want to tell me how they made something. I'm like, okay, well, can you hand me an SQM? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay. So I took the MP mission cache file, I reverse engineered it and decrypted it through PBO Manager in another program, which you can't find anymore because they removed it, because you're not supposed to be able to unbinarize files, but I can. And then I looked at how they did something, and then I didn't outright steal it. If I do that, I have their permission, but no, I make my own version that is either more optimized, or I show the framework to someone like, hey, can you rewrite this, but I want it to also do this? And they're like, sure. I've got like 5 people for that, which I rarely call upon the services of, because I don't really need stuff like that anymore, but I digress. All right. Yeah, it should be good. Let's see. What I do want to test is I also want a copy of the kit. Non-player based. Yes, and we also have the HUD eyepiece. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Ha, fuck you. Anyway, now I have to write those scripts for all of them again. Yeah, so unmark that as a player, and I want this as a regular Pathing AI group. Cool, yep. All right. Let's test these models out. The Wendigo doesn't get you, the tree will. So Optray M6D flashlight. So it's the flashlight textures that they're freaking out over. So I can just have those replaced really easily. Cool. All right. Do I have a weather module real quick? I want to get rid of the fog because I want to watch this. Get rid of that. Cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you. All right, I present to you Jeff.
Ready for orders. I've got it. Go, all cover. Covering fire.
Okay, the pop is still super delayed, but that's fine.
Awaiting orders.
Jeff, attack mode.
Dial down.
I think it's just a glitch in the animation, but that's fine.
Contact. Right for men. Contact. Right for men. 2-7. That soldier.
Man, they really like killing themselves with their own grenades. Good God, guys. Get good. Like, holy shit. That was way too
Ready. Standing
silly. I guess I'd also want the special set to 100 because that's what reanimates the bodies.
Waiting. Standing by.
God, I love how smooth that animation is with the attack, though. God, I love that. All right, let's look at our A settings here, because I have a feeling I'm using... What would I want? Settings, add-on option. Let's save this real quick before something corrupts as well. Poor Jeff. I know, right? Poor Jeff indeed. But Equalizer, welcome to my little dojo where I play with shit that people always beg me for and I'm always too lazy to actually use. No, that's not the right term. It's more so I'm too delayed because random BS happens. DDoSers, things pushed back, mission crashes, you know. I get stuck with what I have to work with. And everything gets pushed back as a result. So I should just ask it here so I can have something to talk about while I endlessly ramble because it's past 2 a.m. and my brain is literally mush right now. The pay for pain is going to be done on the... Oh my god. It's going to be done on the main server. So what we're going to do is at about 6 o'clock, I'm going to close Essiker and just say, hey, don't go in there. And then in the middle of FNF, EU, and NA, I'm going to get on the server. I'm going to make the caches, set up the zone, tell you guys where that zone is, meet you all there by the time NA ends, and we can literally start the event right there. I also need to tell Frost, hey, make sure the server's not restarting Friday evening. And if it's going to restart, have the restart happen at 5:30. Remaster 2. Awesome. All right, let's look at our ACE settings here. First thing I want to look at is medical. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. There. We want it there, not there. Oh my god, not there, because that scuffs the server. Yeah, how did that get the 0.5? Whatever. Doesn't matter now. So I was about to say, because I know the infection forms, like it's doing too much damage, but at the same time, that's also because the coefficients for them are quite tough. Let's see, infected. The only way for me to properly test this is to actually look at the weaponry. But in order to do that, I need to fix kits. So I need to delete you. I need to Ace Arsenal you. I need to export you. You're complaining about a flashlight. So let me open Notepad++. Open you. Control F. Type flash. Find next. You're not in here. Okay, so you're not my problem, therefore I don't care. Your team leaders are going to be identical. Ace Arsenal. Export kit. Control Z, the notepad. Control V, go to the beginning. Control F, flash. It's not in flash, so it's in the rifles. Cancel. Select the rifleman. Edit loadout. Ace Arsenal. Export. Cancel this out. Delete all the text. Control F, flash. It's in the medic then. Where's this flashlight that you're bitching about? It's in the airman. I don't know what's going to make me more angry. The fact it's not in the airman and this is a ghost error, or it's going to be the airman and it's like, oh, it's in the last thing. What the fuck are you complaining about then? What's wrong with it? Is it my Zeus slot? No. What? Why? Okay, let's try M6D. So what's the M6D if we look it up? Okay, let's delete the AI. Because it could be on the AI guns, and that's where the error is coming from. So let's delete everything we can. Let's remake our Master Chief as well. Let's see if that was the issue. Oh, it was the player kits. Okay, so M6D. Let's figure out what the M6D is. Google. Halo M6D. It's the Magnum. So it's something wrong with the Magnum. So who has a Magnum? That would be the airman, right? Or is it my slot? Do you have a Magnum? Let's just slowly get rid of everyone's Magnums. Mr. Keith. It was my Magnum. Problem fucking solved. Bitch. Remove all the Magnums. There can't be an issue if you remove all of the goddamn Magnums. You don't have a Magnum? You don't have Magnums? None are you or Danny DeCito. You don't have Magnums now. You don't have a Magnum. I will give you the Magnum back. I am just trying to figure out why it's giving a ghost error about the Magnums. Because that will prevent the server from booting the mission because it can't find the thing that it's bitching about. Watch it still bitch about it, though. Okay, that's a good sign. Now are you going to yell at me here because I've removed all the Magnums? Okay. Final test, save. We're going to reopen it. And if it reopens and it doesn't give us the issue, therefore the issue doesn't exist. I know, we're going to re-add the Magnums. The reason it's doing that is because these are kits from an older file, which, you know, a lot can change in a year. So they either changed the Magnums or I was using a part of the Magnums that was from a different mod that I'm not using anymore. But we're going to re-add the Magnums and, you know, give it proper stuff to load because it's freaking out. Ah, it's 220. Fuck me. Silver lining, I get to talk to Dante after he finishes work. And then we can cuddle. Oh, it's going to be great. Nah, I'm going to fall asleep before that even happens. All right. Open. You know, the point of the bot links is supposed to, whatchamacallit? They're supposed to have a link with them too, right? I guess not. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead. I'm going to test it on standard rifleman here. Rifleman. Right, I need to disable your simulation because last time we did this thing flew next to one of the squads and they didn't really appreciate the joke. All right. Unga. You gonna do something? Like move to me? Are you broken? Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Do the move. I'm gonna kill Devour. A little laggy, but that's fine. That actually made me freak out slightly.
Ready. Waiting.
At least these are the bread and butter I need to actually work. They fall over quite easily, so I need to buff their health considerably. See, but the fun ones that'll actually shoot back.
Ready.
Excellent. Ooh. That's cute. Oh, we made them headless. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. This really does let me get some mop ideas in. All right, so I have to buff their health. Why were you not moving? It's my one minor thing. Minor thing. Do you not move?
Copy that. Copy that. Roger.
Come on, do the shuffle. Do the shuffle. The shuffle. I can use it for jump scares. Oh, that's disgusting. Alright, yeah. Alright, cool. So I have everything I need to. Guys, I'm gonna go to bed. My brain is literally shutting down, but I've got good progress. But yeah, should be fun. Alright. Yeah, no, that's it for me. So, guys, we'll be back at 2:30 and 6:30 on Tuesday evening, and then we'll also have another DayZ stream as I plan things out for the Pay for Pain for DayZ. So, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I do appreciate you chilling with me tonight. Otherwise, cheers, and have a good one. And yeah, I fixed the gun issue. Yay!